Okay, right, so... What should we do? Memorial Basement's always nice. We're gonna go with Forge, and... should we stick... 2 Prophets? And a... Anders? Yeah, we'll just do that. And of course it's going to take ages to load because this mod... The mod is kind of slow, if we're being honest. Slow to load and it kind of chews through performance a bit. But if we're being honest, it is much better than, you know, just standard games. So we're going to start off with that. Just so we can instantly build the Warthogs. The Sergeant Forge ones. And I'm going to see if we can just live through the landing pad. You know, only use things from the landing pad.
Our allies managed to build up a large force before attacking.
Reactor complete.
You know what, good point AI, why aren't we sort of going offensive with the supply gain? There's no reason not to. I'm gonna lodge you back in here. Queue up the last reactor. Could we just sneak in and claim it? If only.
Supply pad.
He is instantly making snipers. Doesn't inspire too much confidence. Hopefully he's not going to just full on rush us. That would be pretty annoying. But yeah, like, how the fuck do people do this? How do, like, YouTube people just,
Reactor complete.
you know, just like sit down and fucking, like, talk about shit? I don't get it. How do you do it? Also, I know I completely missed the, I should have done that a while ago, that's completely my fault.
Research.
But yeah, I'm like, how? Tell me how. How do you do that?
Supply pad complete.
Because it's like, what do you say? I don't get it.
All units. Local units. Rolling. Supply pad complete.
It just feels weird to just kind of like
Vehicle
talk
complete.
about random shit out loud, if that makes sense. Sorry, what do we want? We probably want heavy infantry.
Enemy engagement.
We'll get heavy infantry. I'm gonna sort of move you over here.
Ready to roll. Running them over. Rock and roll. Where to? On the way. You bet.
We'll go heavy. But yeah, it always just feels so strange just to like start talking out loud. I'm like, especially because like a lot of people that I watch, they go for ages, like
Complete.
just talk about random shit for like an hour.
I'm going.
I just, how the fuck do you do that?
Grenadier research.
On station. Orders. Heading out.
Our ally will soon control this base.
Because yeah, like, what would I even talk about for an hour?
Rolling.
All units.
I'm going. We're good to go. Locked down. Ready to go.
I'm really not liking this, to be honest. Um, and I don't like that we've backed ourselves into this corner. But yeah, I mean, like, I don't know, it just always feels so strange to even think about.
Good to drop. Where to? Keep us covered.
Yeah, okay, hold on. Sorry, I need anti-infantry. Definitely. This guy looks like he's not gonna last very long. Yeah, bollocks.
Send us in.
Our ally is sending us.
I'm gonna ask for help. But yeah, I don't know. It's just finding something to talk about, I guess.
Element fueled and ready.
Because like even in my head, like I can't think of anything. It's not like I'm sort of thinking of things and just can't say them. It's like
Complete.
I just can't think of any.
We're ready. Take them out. Here we go. Marines reporting for duty.
Local units.
In the air.
And then there's just like this awkward silence, and then I'm gonna repeat myself by saying I don't know how people do this. But yeah, as I was saying, like, one of the guys I watch, he does like up to an hour of just sitting down talking about shit.
Adrenaline research.
And it's like, I don't know how the fuck you do that.
Our ally has been driven back.
Copy and rolling out. Marines, good to go.
Okay,
Supply pad.
that's not
complete.
great, but not the worst thing.
Engagement.
He's frozen the thing.
All units.
Here it comes. Initial coordinates spawning run aboard.
Do we? I don't know. I don't know if we do.
Local units.
In my initial
This looks a bit
spawning run, here it comes.
juicier.
Initial coordinates.
To do something like that I completely missed. But yeah, no, he does like hours a day of just sitting down, and it's like, how? Please tell me how. Cause I genuinely, I just don't understand it.
Waiting for orders.
All units.
Marines, hoorah!
Sorry, I'm just reading this. Okay, so we'll get one of these and a heavy one again. I'm also gonna set a global rally point to be about there.
On the way. Standing by. Good to go, sir. Yes, I'm there.
But yeah, I mean, Well, I just got done finished with all the crabs and stuff. They needed they needed to like mount a fan on the top.
All units.
They needed because the fan originally was in the like ventilation thing, like where the filter used to be. But obviously, because they kept trying to escape through it, we had to close it off. Which meant the ventilation itself was kind of pointless if all of the vent holes for it are just closed off. At that point, you know, what's the point in even having? And so, basically, just drilled a couple holes through the lid and got a bit of wire and
All units.
tied it on. And then that's kind of it, to be honest. I mean, recorded that what's it video, the Karen one, the review type thing. I mean, I'm still waiting for it to get back to me, to be honest,
Enemy engagement.
because she's not taking commissions at this point. She's on a break, so
All units.
just gotta wait for her to get back, really. And then, you know, find some way to afford that shit, because expensive is an understatement. You're talking like hundreds at least. I mean, put it this way, it's 200 quid for the
All units.
just for the cover itself, so you can guess how much it would be for sorry, not for the cover, for the cover printing. So just the printing company wants 200 quid, and so you can imagine how expensive like the entire thing will be.
Reserves. Research.
You're probably talking about another 200 for the actual fit for the commission,
All units.
and then for the printing is, you know, Christ, God knows how much that'd be. You know, the amount of filling that it'll need is like so much. You know, because
Research.
if we just say that, you know, it was 50 quid to stuff the ones that I got most recently,
Reinforcements. Research.
you know, let's call it,
All units.
fuck you, heavy elephant we need again. Yeah, if you say it was like 50 quid to do that one,
Our ally has extra supplies. We should flare one of their supply
I'm gonna take that any day.
Send us some.
50 quid to stuff the 2 ones,
Away from our ally.
All units.
sorry, the 3 ones, so it's like 75-ish. It'd be like 75 quid to stuff, you know, because the Giant Nagio is going to be a bit over 4 times the size of a normal
Wind
one.
engine. Research.
Uh,
Enemy
Our
engagement.
ally is launching an attack here.
Local units.
so, you know, the cost of 3 is, you know, not too far off what the cost of filling him will be. Sorry.
All units.
God, they really fucked us, didn't they? So yeah, you can just imagine how just expensive that's going to be.
Our allies' attack failed.
You know, 75 quid at the minimum, bearing in mind that there is probably going to be more than
fueled and ready. Yes.
you know, it's not just gonna be,
All units.
sorry, once again, trying to focus.
Unsuccessful.
Yeah, because it's more than just that, because obviously it's gonna be thicker, right?
All units.
And so, if it's thicker, then it's gonna, you know, you're talking like 100 quid at least, just for the pillows, and that's like up to 300 quid, sorry, up to 500 quid, just on,
All units.
you know, those things that I've talked about, and let's be honest, it's probably gonna be more than that. And it's, you know, that's quite a bit. And, where the fuck do you get that from? You know? Where do you just find that money just laying around?
All units. All units.
But, I mean, we will do it. Definitely. I'm not gonna give up on it at all. It might take a while. I might have to do the same thing as before, where I sort of ask a friend, can I like stick shit on your card for a second? But we will do it. And God knows where I'll put it, but find somewhere for him. And then there's crabs as well, because obviously now we've sort of finished the current crab tank. Was a, you know, one thing left to do, and that's like start looking at other ones.
Enemy engagement.
And you know, there's Halloween hermit crabs, which are very nice, and I do kind of want some.
We're going. Moving out. Moving. Hoorah!
Okay, marvelous. Yeah, I do want some Halloween hermit crabs. It's just, you know, gotta sort out the ones we've got first. Okay, so can you guys get in there, please? But yeah, I'm always like so terrible when it comes to just like this sort of stuff. You know, just like sitting down and talking. I can't do it.
Yes, sir.
Enemy engagement.
Sorry, why are you? Okay,
Here I go. On the way. Where to? Marines on
sometimes this game.
going. Give me an order.
Please.
Going. Moving out. Right away.
All units.
Scorpion fueled up. Going. Yes, sir. On the way. Moving out.
So they're in there, yeah. Okay.
Good to go, sir. Fueled up. Tank.
You guys come here and take this for me.
Orders? Waiting for orders. Yes, sir. Locked and loaded. Roger, moving.
But yeah, it's just, you know, I kind of wish I was better at sort of commentating on shit. But it's like, just not. It's like, it just feels so strange.
Enemy engagement.
To like, just talk. 'Cause it's like I'm sitting here just by myself, sort of
All units.
talking into Halo Wars.
Defense turret. Research.
And it's like, you know, I could probably, if I was, you know, with a mate or something, you know, like back in the old days when we used to play CS and
All
stuff,
units.
then you know, I could sit down and just edit out all of the boring shit basically, but
Rolling out.
you know, because back then you've got the sort of
Reinforcements research.
other person type shit where it's not just you,
Complete.
but it is just me here. And so it just feels so fucking strange to just sit down and talk. You know, it's like fucking family over here. It's me, I'm gonna call a psychiatrist, just like sitting around talking to myself all day.
Enemy
We are just gonna, as you can probably tell, max out population with
Regeneration healing target.
max out population with these things.
ODST on the ground.
all units.
Where did the Cyclopses go? Are they still over here? Yeah.
Marines, hoorah!
Okay, so that is everything.
All units.
And we're gonna come down here. We're gonna sort of rally everything here first. I mean, let's be honest. Whatever Purple is doing is,
Enemy engagement.
he's doing most of the work for us, let's be honest.
All units.
Is that everything? I think so. So,
All
I think
units.
yellow is in the top base. Sort of definitely. Oh, it even says I can see it.
All units.
In my initial bombs away.
Can you guys move in, please? Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
All units.
But yeah, it's like you know, just wish I. Sorry, wrong one. You're a sniper squad. You attack him, please. Just gonna quickly come over here to flamethrowers, upgrade them a bit. And we've already won over here. We'll get better scopes as well.
All units.
I'm not entirely sure what he's doing, to be honest. Plonked down a couple bases.
What? Moving out. On the way.
We don't really need Forge, let's be honest. Bit pointless. You know, compared to everything else we've got at least.
Research.
Our ally asks if we need additional
Firebase
supplies.
ready.
We should flare one of their supply pads if we would like them to send us some.
And once again, typical AI with, you know, non-heavy supply pads. No idea why they do it, but I mean, it makes it easy for us at least.
Focusing lens. Research.
Yeah, it's one of those things where I could probably, you know, like I could stream Magic probably,
Enemy engagement.
because it's like, what do I say about this? I can't really talk about Halo Wars. It's, you know, fucking Halo Wars. That's it. You know, whereas Magic is like, oh, I can say things about this,
Rolling out.
because it's like, you know, there are things that I can sort of talk through, I can sort of explain why I'm doing shit. Whereas this just isn't. You know, it's like, what do I say? Oh, I'm gonna carpet bomb this guy for damage. It's like, kind of self-explanatory. There's no like real. I don't want to say there's no strategy, but like, compared to Magic, where I'm talking about sort of, oh, this is why I'm doing this thing instead of this other thing, and sort of going through my reasons for doing so.
Napalm adherent research.
It's a bit different. So I find it a lot easier to talk about Magic, just because of that.
All units.
Jet healing target.
And there we go.
Oxide tank research.
And of course the game is going to drag out because
All units.
that's what it tends to do. I don't know, there's just something about the mod that doesn't really work amazingly. It might be that maybe it's a minute exactly because of the super bases. Because yellow is technically still in the game, this is why it's being held on. Because yellow owns these,
Enemy engagement.
these are not neutral, they are owned by yellow. And I'm fairly sure that is, at least in
Team
part,
is victorious.
why. But yeah, obviously we were first because unlike the AI we didn't sit around doing nothing. Killed the most, lost the least, built the least as well. Didn't build the most buildings, or actually kill the most buildings. Okay. We were better at combat though. Most research, most tech, and yeah,